Alright guys, for me this is a first time coming to a U-Pull Parts. Need to get a specific wire for a solenoid for a starter. I bought a mini starter for a Dodge Dakota, but I wasn't paying attention, and the one that I got has a specific connection for the solenoid, which it seems to be unobtainable other than going to a place like this to find it. So I'm gonna head out. They gave me my list of cars and rows. So I sprayed everything down with engine degreaser and Dawn dishwashing soap on some scrub pads and just kind of lightly went over everything, just waiting for it to dry. So I painted with Rust-Oleum Rust Informer under here, but I did buy some Seal, and the goal is to kind of treat the rest of the frame and undercarriage of the car with this. For the product to work properly, they say that you definitely want to make sure that the surface is as clean as possible. I sprayed the underneath of this car off originally when it was at the car wash, but this truck has been up and down gravel roads and stuff, so I'm sure it's not clean enough for this to do the best job that it can. But I figured I could at least go over it. It'll kill the rust and turn it to a paintable surface. It kind of changes the rust into a different type of metal. So I got the idea to do this from watching a Johnny Mopar video. And like he said, when this stuff, which is kind of white to begin with, starts turning purple, that means that the chemical reaction's going on. If you get kind of a brownish or an orangish color tint, that means that there's some contamination. So far it looks like it's doing pretty good, and we'll see when I do as much as I can. Alright, so this is the transition point here between the paint and the Seal, and then you can go on down and look at the frame rail. It killed everything and turned it black. That part's pretty clean. I've been trying to do inside the rockers and everything as well as I can too. There's certain areas that are covered with undercoating, so I haven't done those. This is going to be a lot easier to do if I put the 4-inch lift kit on the truck, but I'll get as best as I can with just a brush for now. A lot of projects, you start off, you got a lot of patience, and then as things go, you get a little bit more sloppy. But this is just first treatment. Like I said, when I do the 4-inch lift, I'll be able to get under here a lot better. But you can see I kind of missed a spot there. But the whole goal is to just slowly chip away at anywhere where there's surface rust. I did inside of the quarter panels too, down in the lower parts. And then I also have been doing the bottoms of the quarter panels. Got this frame rail over here done, but it's kind of hard to get to because of the wall. Ouch. But you can see down there, frame rails are going to look pretty good. Anyway, just little things you can chip at while you're waiting for all those little small parts that nickel and dime you to death. Meanwhile, the 440 source engine mounts showed up, so Jeff got the engine finally sitting in its final position. Did have to clearance the frame rail a little bit, just like Mopar Joe said.
Yeah, but I think his was on the passenger side.
Yeah, and then starting to look like an engine. Also, we got the right brake booster coming. Now the big question is the air cleaner going to fit?
Oh, that's the top of the air cleaner.
It is. All right.
Find out. Otherwise, we'll have to use that other base.
Looks good. Yeah, it's always been hard to shut.
Oh, it's because they're shitty.
Under the hood, Jeff's chipping away. He's got the spark plug wires. He's got the heater hoses routed. He's working on the fuel lines. We still need a good throttle bracket for the carburetor, and still a little bit of wiring cleanup over there. But this side looks nice and clean. This side will eventually be tidied up. Dude, I love the way this engine looks with the white headers and the orange. I'm gonna run this clutch fan, maybe Jeff said even 17-inch, I'm not sure. But it doesn't fit with my fan shroud, so we'll see how it cools with just the factory radiator and the large style clutch fan. Otherwise I can look for a smaller clutch fan that'll work with the shroud. Now that the engine's sitting where it's finally gonna set, I actually have more clearance from the dash. Back in the day when I was shifting it, this was pretty much up against the dash, but now far enough away to get the hand in there. When we mocked up these fog lights, I knew that it was mounted wrong. This is the bracket coming off the roll bar. This is too wide to fit underneath here. So we're gonna have to have them at least stick out further in order for this to sandwich the bracket like it's supposed to be. But we're gonna wind up probably cutting these brackets off and moving it down to about here. That way it'll bring the lights down about a good 2 inches, because they do seem like they sit up there a little higher than I would like. So we're getting close to firing the truck up, and we're getting down to where it's death by a million cuts. But everything's moving forward. Hope to see you guys in North National.
Something to cry about.